the greatest hero any world has ever known. Captain Star journeyed the universe in his ship, the Boiling Hell. His orders, to discover new worlds, name them after himself, and then sell them things. One day, the Boiling Hell arrived at the ragged edge of the universe, where Captain Star and his crew, Navigator Black, Atomic Engine Stoker Linz Jones, and First Officer Scarlet, waited for orders from Mission Control. And waited, and waited, and waited.
Strange.
Excellent tea, Black. Oh, thank you, Captain.
Good morning, Captain Star. Navigator Black. May I offer you fresh undergarments?
Good morning, Jim Bob. Oh.
You need not thank me.
Captain, you must see this. It's brilliant.
What is it, Jones?
Captain, it's my best invention yet. We all think so. Behold, Captain, you too, Black.
What is that ridiculous-looking thing?
The Jim Star musical mood belt.
Ridiculous name as well.
Jones, what exactly does this thing do?
I thought you'd never ask, Captain. I knew he'd ask. You never did. Easy to use, simple to fit. Look.
What do you think you're doing? Get this off me.
The mood belt detects the wearer's most powerful negative emotions, like anger or fear, irritation,
depression. Take this off me, Jones, right now, or I might become very angry.
Wonderful, Black. Then the mood belt immediately surrounds you with powerful, mood-altering music.
Jones, I assume it comes with a volume control.
Of course, Captain. Volume control and reset buttons. Nice and shiny. Easy to use on the back.
Captain, the strangest thing just happened with my mutant flowering thorny bush. Whoa! Jim Bob Bob, when I wish you to launder my underthings, I will hand-deliver them to you. Do you understand?
I understand. You do not appreciate springtime fresh undergarments.
Oh!
Captain, they'll love these. On planet Jim Star 286, they're always in a bad mood. Might I suggest a tiny little sales trip?
A sales trip? Intriguing idea, Jones, but we can't leave the planet. We must stay here and wait for orders.
The captain's right, Jones. We must stay here and wait for orders.
Actually, Captain, the ship is due for its 6-month in-flight checkup.
True. And without the checkup, the warranty will lapse.
But we're supposed to be waiting for...
Silence! What's that sound? It smells and sounds like... an incoming tidal wave.
If I'm not mistaken, Captain, the tidal wave that just washed over us was, in fact, the traveling sea.
Strange. The traveling sea usually wanders about on the dark side of the planet.
Oh, look! Look! Fish on stilts!
Those would be the stiltfish. The stilts are a natural adaptation after millennia following the traveling sea. But the fish seem rather confused.
I must help them! Hello, fish sticks!
Strange. Captain, this all reminds me of something I saw on one of my excursions into the caverns of the Nameless Ones. I'll get back to you.
Fish sticks! Fish sticks!
Well, we're all packed, Captain, for our sales trip.
Check up flight.
Combination of the two. Shall I warm the engines, Captain?
Power on, Jones.
Power on!
Jones, the salt water of the travelling sea has damaged some of the engine components. We must strip, clean, and lubricate.
Yes, of course, Captain. Good thing we stripped the engine, Captain. The sluice gate is loose. Nothing worse than a loose sluice gate. Needs to be nice and tight.
Quite.
It's the sluice spring, Captain. It's loose too. Too loose. Because it's too used. No spring at all.
A good soaking should tighten it up, Jones.
Captain, look. They're just babies, and I've imprinted them. I'm their mother. They'll follow me anywhere.
How sad. You do your best to bring them up properly, and they just walk all over you.
Oh, shut your mouth, Jones. I wouldn't have fallen if I weren't wearing your stupid belt, and I want it off right this minute.
I can't do that, Black. Time-locking mechanism. To give the maximum benefit, besides, it still seems you need it.
Black, take these engine components and soak them in the stream of viscosity.
The stream of viscosity. Yes, Captain, yes.
Jim Bob will go with you. Off you go.
Here, Black, pay special attention to this spring for the sluice. It's loose because it's used.
What?
We don't have a new spring, only the used spring. And the used spring is loose, but a good soaking should tighten it up.
What?
And be careful, the used sluice spring is essential.
I must say I don't much like this assignment. Not one bit. Oh, I don't like this. Fall into one of those blinking holes and you'll never be seen again. What did Jones say this thing was called? The useless spring. Hold on a minute. Oh, I see. It's a very clever joke, isn't it?
I do not know. I am not programmed for humor.
Be careful. The useless spring is essential. That's what Jones said. Now the essential useless spring will never be seen again.
No, it will not.
The flowering bush, pollen cloud, traveling sea, stiltfish. This indicates a very clear pattern, leading to apocalypse. And very soon, I really ought to inform the captain.
Oh, dum-de-dum-de-hum-de-dum-de-hum-de-hum-de-hum.
Here you go, Jones. Your precious components, all newly lubricious.
But where's the spring?
Oh, that? Well, we gave that to the captain. He's installing it now. What kind of fool does he take me for?
I am not certain what kind.
Oh.
Power on, Jones.
Power on, Captain. I don't understand. What could have happened?
A rather large explosion, Jones. And the only reason for an explosion of that magnitude would be a missing sluice spring.
But Navigator Black said he gave you the spring, Captain. And that you installed it.
Then perhaps Navigator Black has an explanation.
Well, you see, Captain, I thought Jones was playing a trick on me. I thought he said it was a useless spring.
A used sluice spring.
Well, you see how I could misunderstand.
Not really, Black.
Well, is the ship badly broken?
It'll take hours to repair. When you give us the spring, the ship won't run without it.
Oh, well, you see, I kind of threw it away, and it kind of fell into a blinking hole.
What? We're stranded. Stranded forever.
Well, at least we're sure to be here when our orders arrive.
No reason to perspire excessively, Jones. Radio for a new spring. It will arrive in a few weeks. Things could be worse.
Captain, a huge comet is due to strike the planet within 2 hours. We'll all be killed unless we take off in the ship immediately.
Captain, can we sweat now?
Permission granted, Jones.
This comet appears every 1,500 years, each time passing closer. A minor collision wiped out the most recent civilization here on the nameless planet. This time, it'll be a direct hit.
And we'll be wiped out because he threw the spring away.
Because I thought it was...
It's not how we got into this predicament that's important. It's how we get out of it.
Captain, I'll investigate the area surrounding the field of blinking holes. Perhaps the spring wasn't actually swallowed.
Very good, Scarlet. Jones and I will work on fashioning a replacement spring.
But, Captain, don't you want me to do anything?
Why don't you prepare lunch?
Captain, I'm not sure lunch is feasible. If we haven't escaped the planet, we'll be burnt to a crisp by lunchtime.
Just a light snack, then.
I think this replacement spring just might work, Captain.
Of course it will.
We've got it this time, Captain.
Of course we do.
This adjustment should do the trick, Captain.
Of course it will.
Those earlier efforts were miscalculations. The ultimate solution I now hold in my hands.
Of course you do.
There's a very slight chance that this one might work, Captain.
Do you really think so?
No luck?
No luck. Unless you consider being blown up 10 or 11 times in a row lucky.
How about that snack now?
I'm afraid there's no hope of retrieving the spring.
This is all your fault, Black. You deliberately sabotaged this trip.
Sabotage? Oh, Jones, you're always exaggerating things.
Exaggerating? You've doomed us to a fate worse than death.
Well, not worse than death. Simply death.
There, you see. Oh, let go of me, you maniac. Oh!
You first!
Oh, no! You have more hands. You first.
You first!
Oh.
I'm ashamed of you both. Navigator Black, you go directly to my office for an emergency therapy session.
Ha, ha, he, you're in therapy.
And I'll see you, Jones, in exactly 1 hour.
Me? There's nothing wrong with me. Me neither. Nor me.
Better make it 20 minutes. We'll probably be dead in an hour.
Do you want to know what I think? I think there's something very strange about Jones.
We're not here to talk about Jones.
Oh, this music is just so annoying.
I want you to let your whole body relax. Release the tension. And the music will go away. Now tell me how you're feeling.
Much better now. Why?
Well, a comet is about to strike the planet. There's an excellent chance we'll all be incinerated in a firestorm more terrible than you could possibly imagine.
Oh.
Do you want to know what I think? Well, of course she does. She's the therapist.
Oh, this couch is very comfy.
What was I? Where am I?
You were going to tell me what you think.
Oh, yes, well, I think there's something very strange about Black. Very strange. And fishy. He wears flippers in bed. What is it with Black and those fish? You'd almost think.
Jones, we're not here to talk about Navigator Black. We're here to talk about what's bothering you.
All right, well, that would be Black. Yes, Black. Black, definitely. His hair and his fish.
Jones, please. I want you to tell me how you're feeling about our predicament.
How am I feeling? Mixed emotions.
I'm depressed.
I feel quite happy, actually. I feel so alone. I'm afraid of crowds.
Time's up.
It's only been 3 minutes.
From now on, I think we'll book you in one head at a time. Oh, Captain, is there something you needed?
Well, yes, Officer Scarlet. Actually, I've come to see you. Professionally, of course.
Of course.
It's not that I'm worried about failing. It's simply not possible for me to fail. I suppose I'm worried about worrying about failing.
Captain, I have no doubt you'll come up with a solution, that you'll save us all. But in the meantime, just in case these are our last minutes together, you and I, isn't there something you'd like to do or say?
Bodies have an effect on one another, haven't they?
Oh, yes, they have, Captain.
An attraction, a gravitational effect. Bodies pulling towards each other, drawing ever closer.
Yes, Captain.
Excellent tea, Black.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Isn't there something you'd like to say to me, Captain?
Yes, there is.
Then say it.
You're a good man, Scarlet. Everyone into the ship. Quickly! This is our last chance.
Captain, might I ask exactly what is going on?
I have rigged yet another replacement spring, and we're about to fire up the ship's engines.
But, Captain, that will only lead to another explosion.
Precisely, Jones. Power on!
Captain, the ship is hovering. We're airborne.
But the engines have died. How can that be?
We're being kept aloft not by the ship's engines, Jones, but by the gravitational pull of the low-flying moon, which is bearing down on us this very second. I formulated this plan when I was alone with Officer Scarlet in her quarters. We were discussing bodies being attracted to each other.
Captain, we are almost directly in the flight path of the low-flying moon and will be destroyed in a few moments, unless you have a further plan you haven't informed us of.
Of course I have. Everyone to the nose, immediately! We should now be slightly off the moon's flight path, just enough for a very glancing blow to put the rest of my plan into motion.
No, Captain. I'm afraid now we are directly in the path of the moon. We should be destroyed in approximately 20.45 seconds.
Oh, I hate this thing.
Of course, Black! The moon belt! That contraption must weigh 3 or 4 kilos, enough to throw off my calculations.
I'll look after it for you, Captain.
You mean you could have taken it off any time?
Now we should be struck a glancing blow by the low-flying moon. The moon will then interrupt the flight path of the comet, which is presently bearing down on us. The comet should be sent spinning off into space.
Then we'll be saved, Captain.
Assuming we survive the crash landing back onto the planet.
Yes, Captain. You saved us once again.
I knew you'd do it, Captain. I knew it. There was never any doubt. Was there?
Of course not, Jones.
Excuse me, I've got to, get something.
This calls for a celebratory change of undergarments.
Jones, I want that robot reprogrammed at once.
Excuse me, won't you?
They seem to be acting rather strangely, and walking strangely too.
Yes.
Captain, I hate to bother you, but apparently there's been a small mistake. It seems that Jim Bob gave me your undergarments, and, well...
I was wondering. I noticed these to be somewhat different from my usual undergarments. More like women's undergarments.
Yes, Captain.
I suppose you'll be wanting these back then.
I found the thing! I found the spring thing!
But how is that possible? It was virtually irretrievable.
I'll tell you what happened. You see,
Perhaps the impact of the ship's crash landing initiated a land tremor great enough to cause the blinking hole to spit the spring back up.
yes, that's what happened.
Brilliant, Captain.
Well, yes.
But then where is it, Black? Where is the spring?
Don't worry, Jones. This time I've put it in a very safe place. Somewhere it's certain not to get lost.
Navigator Black, you are long overdue for a change of undergarments.
Wait!
Captain's Diary. A rather uneventful day, slightly inconvenienced by atmospheric disturbances. On a personal note, I must say that I think I have come to understand Officer Scarlet a little better. I suppose it's not until you've been in another person's undergarments that you truly begin to know that person. What is the old saying?
The undergarments are the windows of the soul.
The undergarments are the windows of the soul. I wonder who said that originally. Perhaps I did.